How we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Well, we're gonna have to cut this K-member apart here, and to do so, first we got to clear out our welding bay here, and we got some steel here in the bed of the truck that we dug out of the weeds for a rainy day. We need some steel. We gotta get this big heavy plate out of here. But man, these guys over here, those guys right there, those guys right there are spreading turkey manure. And I know it's necessary, but stinks. Hey, stay tuned. We're gonna clean the shop up here a little bit. We gotta get this mess cleaned up over here. We're gonna put the desk where it's supposed to go. Gotta move all this crap out. Move it all out. I'll move that out, get the desk set there, clear up the welding bay, and get this K-member cut and welded where we need it. Make a jig for it, that way we know where it's gonna stay. When we bolt it back in, it's still gonna fit. So stay tuned. Thank you guys. Hope everybody's staying safe out there.
Like a Hellcat.
Alright, we got our shop cleaned up. We got some things put back in order here a little bit. Whoa, wrong way, Mr. Roth. Right there. Got our desk over there. And we gotta get this truck pulled in here, get them sawhorses over here. We'll be ready to go. Woo, that was heavy. And the truck's a little shorter than the sawhorses, so that plate is heavy. But we got it out of the truck, so we're gonna start making a jig for this K-member. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, our plate is not quite big enough to fit a K-member. So, and it's not as truly square. And it's got some cutouts. This is a pretty jagged edge. When you look down that straight line, it don't look very good. This one here, get rid of all this junk. So, we've decided, and it's a little too short to fit the K-member the way I like. But I've got some fork pockets here. It would be very, very handy for loading and unloading and maneuvering and moving and storing and the whole 9 yards. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a torch, we're gonna cut both sides of this plate off to where it's square. I'll add the fork pockets on each side and extend it another 5 inches per side. So another 10 inches on this plate. It'll make us a really nice jig. So I'm gonna set up the GoPro and start cutting this plate. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, our plate is not quite big enough to fit a K-member. So, and it's not as truly square. And it's got some cutouts. This is a pretty jagged edge. When you look down that straight line, it don't look very good. This one here, get rid of all this junk. So we've decided, and it's a little too short to fit the K-member the way I like. But I've got some fork pockets here. It would be very, very handy for loading and unloading and maneuvering and moving and storing and the whole 9 yards. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a torch, we're gonna cut both sides of this plate off to where it's square. I'll add the fork pockets on each side and extend it another 5 inches per side. So another 10 inches on this plate. It'll make us a really nice jig. So I'm gonna set up the GoPro and start cutting this plate. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Normally we'd cut this with a plasma cutter, but I'm old school and our plans would cut this just fine. It's supposed to cut up to 1 inch single pass, but anytime I get to cut thick plate with an old school torch, that's what I like to do. So I think it's a really nice cut. I'm going to go ahead and get this cut out. All right, we got the one side cut. We're going to cut the other side. All right, we got this plate cut and squared up. First side, man, it was a mess. Trying to go too fast and dirty torch tip. I ain't gonna keep giving excuses. It just was trash, out of practice. But this one turned out all right. You know, right down here, we finally got in our groove. You know, we started actually slowing down, taking our time. Just like riding a bike, just sometimes you're wobbly when you first get back on. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the sides cut square and our tubes welded on so we can pick it up with a forklift or the tractor. But the plate's not completely square. I still got one off angle here and just don't like that because I like a nice straight where I can get good measurements off of every corner. And I don't know what in the world I was thinking. I was all geared up, used torch, and then we used the pliers to cut these. You know, worked out great. This whole time in my cabinet, we have a metal cutting skill saw, Milwaukee metal cutting skill saw. And when it cuts, you hardly even have to grind. You just touch it with a grinder and cut off the, you know, just the sharp edges. Why did I do that? What am I doing? I was just still excited to make a video, I guess, and talk to you guys that why don't you use the tools you bought, Mr. Austin, instead of the torch that was back in the 1960s they probably used. I bet it, well, anybody know when the torch come out? Anybody that can tell me when the torch come out, correct answer, I'll send you a free t-shirt. So there you go. You tell me when the torch was designed and put on the market. You answer it correctly. First person to answer correctly, I'll send you a free t-shirt. You just tell me what size and I'll send you one. So we're going to set this up for video and we're going to use a saw to cut that. So much quicker and easier, I guarantee it. Watch this. All right, here we go. And this is loud. I'm not going to deny it. It is loud. But smooth and easy? Yes. Here we go. All right, one little piece cut right here, and we got it, I think. painful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got that cut. Man, look at that. Besides all the struggles, that's a nice cut. Nice cut. Just a little bit of grinding here to get the sharp edge off. Very nice. So, now we have enough space to make our jig that we can put all this back together where it's nice, tight, and square.